celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch, too, huh?
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 3rd down. Payne. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that can...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 14 carries, 85 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
On third down, Payne. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 22. On first down, this is McCaffrey. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, started off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves. Maybe we'll rig your defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And an alley to run. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. With the crowd of gold.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way down to the 29. A Big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Wow.
Races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. We get a look at the Panthers defense now. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team...
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 30 yards there. And, of course, the 1st down as well. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive 1st half to get that lead. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Boy, it's it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Payne into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, and now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So thanks to the late touchdown, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week, and for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and roll them off.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Camaro. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 18.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And then turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. Third and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the ball.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, the snaps nowadays before you even get to think about the quarterback might actually keep it.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Yeah, this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Given 3 on first down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down. Payne on the left side. That's caught by Moore. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Payne. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey, but he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now for the game.
And got his man complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown. New Orleans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
Partner, we always talked about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Flushed out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. 2nd and 4. His pass caught at the 4. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Payne over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing on 1st down. Payne. And Thomas has it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 45. 20. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Payne. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Operating from the gun, Payne. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's got the down before being taken down at the 46. Looking to throw, Payne. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The
got burnt so bad, he actually made a play.
The same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the gun on 3rd down. Payne. Thomas has got it. Complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On 1st down, Payne. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Nah.